Guys, Piper Raquel's mum trying to take down any creator who talks about the Netflix documentary which exposed her. Just today, I've had 3 different DMs from 3 random accounts of no followers, and all of them have said in my DMs, the documentary's fake, the documentary's a scam, the truth will be revealed soon. Now they've blocked me. And another creator says Piper actually followed her on Instagram and started DMing her messages. Have a look at this.
Piper Raquel slid into my DMs this morning, which I don't think it's Piper, I think it's Tiffany. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened to me, I'm not kidding.
Dude, that is clearly Tiffany managing Piper's account. I feel so sorry for Piper. I hope she's okay. I know she's being manipulated at the moment, but I really do hope that she finds some support outside and away from her mum. Obviously, what we saw in that documentary was crazy. I forgot to mention, 2 days ago, I made a video about the Piper Raquel documentary using the same background on my TikTok. This morning, I woke up and it was removed from my page. TikTok had flagged it and I was like, what's going on? I've obviously appealed and they brought it back a couple of hours after, but that's because someone has reported it. So if you are making content about this documentary, they are trying to take you down. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's get out of this house. Let's get out of here. Okay. This is gonna be crazy. I'm so excited to know the truth. I'm gonna ask him so many devious questions. I honestly don't even know if he's gonna even tell me the truth. But I guess that's why we have a lie detector to decide.
Piper Raquel slid into my DMs this morning, which I don't think it's Piper, I think it's Tiffany. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened to me, I'm not kidding. This has weird written all over it, but I'm just gonna break down what was said and present the information. I'll save my opinion for the end. Disclaimer, this is all in response to a hot take video I made about the Netflix documentary Bad Influence. I'm looking at this through the lens that this is Tiffany messaging me or someone else from Piper's account. So the messages start with these screenshots that I'm gonna show you, but they have no context whatsoever. They're cut off. The whole thing is so weird to me. I'll get to it in a second. So I think this is trying to say that the moms that were in the documentary were conspiring against Piper and Tiffany, and some of it was fabricated or a lie. Otherwise, I'm not following all of this. Someone else break it down for me if you're taking something else away from me. Well, I'm kind of an idiot, and when I saw that there were pictures, I was like, oh, immediately we're gonna screenshot these. So I went through and read them very quickly, but was screenshotting them along the way. Couldn't screenshot and save them, so take my word for it. Kind of confusing, didn't really say much, so wish I could have saved the pictures because it would make a lot more sense. It's basically just a lot of screenshots without context, and then she asked if I wanted to talk and then gave me a phone number that I have not reached out to. I also haven't responded because what do I? But if this is Piper and if this is an invitation to LA, I will be there. I will have coffee with you. No cameras allowed. We'll just sit and chat. I would love to talk with you. This whole thing is weird because I'm a nobody creator from Oklahoma. I'm a 30-year-old mom of 4. I made one video about the documentary. This was messaged to me on Instagram. Not even on TikTok. I didn't even post the video of my hot take on Instagram. What a weird way to start my day. I did respond to Piper, Tiffany, whoever it was. I'm 99.9% certain that's Tiffany. There's no way that that's Piper. But if it is, on the off chance it is, I was like, I don't want to be rude. If this is a 17-year-old, I'm almost 31. I'm a mom. I've worked with kids my entire life. I'm a former teacher. I'm not here to exploit her. So I'm going to post what I sent back. It feels silly because it probably is not Piper. But if it is, if she ever sees it, wanted that to be thrown out there. The first round of all the messages I posted yesterday, I just said who is managing this account, just to see if Tiffany would fess up and be like, it's me. I feel the need to reiterate for the 100 millionth time that this is not my normal content. I've had a couple of messages regarding legal things from some of the moms in the documentary. Awkward. I'm not trying to get dragged into some legal battle. I was just posting what I was sent. I do not support a single mom in the documentary, Tiffany, or any parent who exploits their child. I can't get down with that. Never will. There have been a couple of negative comments from people who are you're just trying to get clout. Yeah, I will happily get clout for exposing people who exploit their children on social media. And I'll say it from my chest. All day, every day, baby.
So I watched the Piper documentary. I spoke about it before and was so excited for it to come out. And I'm just going to discuss a few points that I thought were interesting because it was such a crazy documentary. So we're going to do this super quick speed run through a few points that I found super crazy. So number 1, I found it literally so crazy that the moms in the documentary. Okay, the moms in the documentary, no hate to them, nothing. I'm just saying that the fact that they sat there and blatantly said they saw all these red flags and all of this stuff while their children were filming these YouTube videos with Piper and Tiffany, but they didn't, like, they were too scared to be blacklisted on social media or consequences from Tiffany, like being excluded from the group, whatever. That's so weird to me. Like, you saw the red flags, and you didn't remove your child from the situation because you were too scared for them to be blacklisted on social media or for Tiffany to exclude you. That I found weird. One of the moms in there is Sophie's mom, and her parts in the documentary was very like I agree, but I don't agree. Like, for example, she did say that she saw the red flags as well, but she didn't want to leave Piper alone with a monster. So I understand that, but at the same time, if like your child and your child's friend are both telling you these things about the mother, why do you think it's okay to just like still allow them to keep filming, still allow these things to be happening? Because you're living in the house with Tiffany, Piper, and Sophie. And at some point, Tiffany didn't allow the parents to be in the house anymore while they were filming the YouTube videos. If I was Sophie's mom, I would refuse that. I'm calling for help. I'm keeping an eye on my kid and that kid, and they're with me side by side at all times. Piper's family. It's just a little bit weird to me that Piper's aunt and cousins were a part of this YouTube channel group, and they were filming, doing the videos with them, all this stuff. At some point, the aunt saw the red flags, noticed it was too much for her children, and removed them from the group and went back home. I just find that so strange. Like, if you saw what's going on and you believe your children shouldn't be a part of that, shouldn't be subjected to that stuff, why don't you think your niece shouldn't be either? Like, why didn't you get help for your niece? Also, the cousin, even on the documentary, was like explaining how she had a conversation with Piper and that she had said something that Tiffany did to her, and Piper agreed and was like, oh yeah, that's normal. Like, the girl thinks it's normal at this point of what her mom is doing. Also, at some point, these children, I think it's 11 of them, with their parents, they sued Tiffany for all of this stuff a few years ago, and Piper's YouTube channel actually stopped making money. So Tiffany thought, let me just move my daughter from YouTube over to a different platform, which is essentially like an exclusive content page. So people are paying for pictures of Piper. Like, that is just weird. Another thing is Hunter, this like man who pretends to be Piper's brother, is dating Piper's mom. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he, like, to this day is still filming with them. I don't know if he's their cameraman or if he's dating Tiffany, but to this day he's still with Piper. And then I just want to like touch on one more thing. So there's this grown man who is a fan of Piper's, and the mom knows it's a grown man, and he's going under the name Megan. She had Piper talking on the phone to this guy throughout the day to essentially be paid. Like, he would pay them. On top of it, like, he was buying stuff for Piper, like, and then I believe like she was sending like clothes of Piper's to him or to other people. Like, that's just so like weird that the parents brought it up in the documentary, mind you, so they knew this stuff was going on. And I believe a parent, maybe it was one of the kids, said that there was days where Piper didn't want to film. Like, she would take a drive with Tiffany and come back to the house upset and just go to her room, and like you wouldn't see her all day. Like, these things that were going on, like, the parents and the kids knew about it. And to this day, Piper is still with Tiffany, and who knows, maybe that's still going on. There's just so much to talk about this documentary. Definitely can't fit it in this video, but did my best on the points that I thought were just like super crazy. I definitely missed some, but if you haven't watched it, 10 out of 10 recommend. You should definitely go watch this documentary.